Brandon Hendley, again, he has changed opponents. He has changed promotions. Obviously, his coaches doing a good job getting him ready for that. Now, if you're coming in as Donovin Jeffcoat here, you had a TKO loss back in Front Street Fights 32. What's your mindset? What are you looking out for, Cam?
For Donovan, you hit it on the head. He's looking to avenge that loss. I mean, he's produced a highlight reel knockout in this cage in the past. He wants to add another one to his belt. Donovan is always a gamer. He's always ready to go. Just because he wasn't training for a fight doesn't mean he's not always just ready to get in there and bang.
Also, can we note that Brandon Hendley, this is his first fight back to MMA in over 2 years. He's been doing some kickboxing fights, so we will see how that confidence from his kickboxing fights translates over. But
can adding in kickboxing fight, obviously, if you have the boxing side of it, but you add in the more martial art kickboxing side, is that a good thing to add to your repertoire, and how do you balance that?
I think it's just the competition as well at this point, right? Like, when you're an amateur as well, you're trying to figure out what your game is, and I think just making sure everything is overall good, up to par, and I think just adding in that kickboxing resume just helps with the competition in MMA.
And usually at some point of the night, I will talk entrance music and the mindset behind that. I want to give my first entrance music shout out. We have Limp Bizkit and the classic Rolling. All-time banger.
Of course.
Don't care who you are. You say you hate it, you probably love it. Am I right, Cam?
Absolutely. I mean, the downside of having such a great song is it's going to hype up your opponent just as much.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. Standing 6 feet even, weighing in at 256 pounds, fighting out of Caldwell, Idaho, representing Sidekicks MMA. Please welcome Donovan the Outlaw Jeffcoat. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats, standing at 6 feet, 1 inches tall, weighing in at 227 pounds, fighting out of Meridian, Idaho, representing Legacy MMA. Please welcome the Boogeyman, Brandon Hendley. Your referee for this fight is Mike Mickelson.
A couple of big boys about ready to go at it tonight. It's 227 in Hendley. It is 265 in Jeffcoat. Mike Mickelson checks with both fighters. The cage door is closed. Final checks with the judges. Fighter 1, good. Fighter 2, good. And here we go. Round number 1 between Jeffcoat in the black and white trunks, Hendley in the orange and black trunks.
Both with similar records, just on the opposite ends. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about this mentally.
Both fighters trading a couple leg kicks there. Jeffcoat going for the high leg kick. Did you mention that kickboxing background there, Sheena?
Yes. They look great right now. They're composed. They're taking it easy. Both are aware of how hard they can hit.
Overhand right and a left by Hendley. Jeffcoat just eats both of those. And he's showing that he's cut already a little bit early above that right eye is Jeffcoat.
Hendley's footwork is making the difference. He's measuring, he's finding his difference. And when he gets ready and he finds his range, he's letting those hands go.
Now, obviously, it's game time. You have to go. But like you mentioned, to find your distance, find your range. Obviously, fast is an understatement. But how fast is that computing in your mind between throw something, I have the distance, that didn't work?
What you're really feeling out is the speed of your feet. And they're moving a little quicker than you think, but just right where you want to. No big steps, no big movements, just measuring that game of inches.
Again, slow and steady. A couple of fast-paced flurries of kicks and punches by both fighters. Right leg kick there by Hendley. Again, Jeffcoat bleeding slightly above that right eye. Doesn't appear to be affecting vision, but a cut at that point that's bleeding above the eye down to the eye could definitely cause some chaos later.
Yeah, Hendley has a great base under him, and I think that's what's giving Jeffcoat such a hard time with getting in. He's able to get out of range, get hit into his own range when he needs to, and it's just keeping him safe and being able to see everything.
50 seconds left in round number one. Spinning back kick there by Hendley. Jeffcoat trying to get in there with a couple lefts and rights. Straight left there by Hendley.
Jeffcoat's tough, though. He's walking forward.
His bread and butter is his hands. He wants to get in. He wants to box. If it stays long, look for a head kick.
3 or 4 rights followed up by a leg kick there. Glances off the head of Jeffcoat.
I think what would be nice...
Oh, good kick there.
You can see a little bit of frustration in Jeffcoat. I think the difference is their footwork, like Cam was saying earlier. You can kind of see Jeffcoat walking forward rather than stepping with a good base.
That comes the end of round number one, our first fight of the night to reach a full first round. Pretty good action there, kind of what you would expect from two men this size.
Absolutely, yeah, they're big, they're moving well, they're heavy. Hendley's managing his energy very well. He's using his footwork, he's conserving his energy, he's throwing when he knows he can. Donovan's looking a little bit more to push the pace, push the action, and his energy's a little bit lower. I'm looking to see how he comes out in the second round, managing that composure.
Speaking of coming out in the second round, Shino, what do you think Jeffcoat needs to do at this point? You've been through 3 minutes, you've got a little cut, obviously that's going to start swelling. What are your coaches telling you? What are you trying to do to get ready for round number two?
Well, I think his biggest thing right now is to really find his base underneath him. He's kind of, every time Hendley hits him, he kind of stumbles a little bit. And I think that's because he doesn't have a base. Hands up, base wide, just ready to be in and out. Running forward is not going to help him right now.
Get a few ice cubes out of the blue corner there. Obviously, the ice trying to mitigate the swelling as much as possible in the 60 seconds you have between rounds. When you're heading into another round with a slight injury, is that more motivation or concern?
It's a little bit of concern. It mainly is a distraction. You're wondering about the blood. Is it going to get in my eyes? Are they going to stop the fight? But really, from a pain standpoint, you're pushing through. You probably don't even notice. You
can check out some of the highlights as we go to the Project Filter replay brought to you by Project Filter. You decide to win. We'll show you how. That's some of the action you saw in the first round, and we're going to see more of that as we are underway in round number two. Both gentlemen exchanging pleasantries before going back to business.
You just see a calmness in Hendley.
Hendley trying to get that kick up to the head. Excuse me, Jeffcoat trying to get the kick up to the head of Hendley. Not quite able to get there. He's tried that 2 or 3 times in the first round. Oh! Left kick connecting to the chin of Jeffcoat. If you've tried something 2 or 3 times and it hasn't worked yet, what are you trying to do to adjust it? Do you want to try and hit it or go something a little bit lower?
And I think that's what comes with experience, but just kind of, I think being able to see what the adjustments are, noticing what your opponent's doing to keep you from being able to do it.
Hendley has thrown that left leg kick a couple of times so far in this second round. Jeffcoat doing a good job getting the arm up there to block it as much as possible. Now we're also seeing, we've seen Jeffcoat go for those high leg kicks, but he's also gone for 2 or 3 straight rights, as you see there, trying to feel that one out. I think it's just maybe a matter of time before he can get one in there.
Absolutely. He's measuring his distance again very, very well. He's figured out that Jeffcoat has 2 ranges. He wants to be real close and throw short punches, or he wants to stay out and throw head kicks. And he keeps him in the mid-range, staying and playing his game. It's a matter of time before he continues to capitalize on that.
See how he keeps running forward, Jeffcoat? I think he needs to really just find himself. I keep going back to that, but really just finding your feet underneath you. It's also, I think, important to note that this is Jeffcoat's 4th outing this year, and he made his debut back in January, I believe. So that's a lot of fights in 1 year. It's not a lot of time to make those adjustments in between each fight.
Jeffcoat again going for that high leg kick. Coming with a kickboxing background, gets a little bit of a hard right in there, almost comes in with a right hook. Straight kick there from Hendley.
Did he say
He gets a right kick there.
That's funny.
Low leg kick, upper left from Hendley to Jeffcoat. 30 seconds left in round number 2.
Hendley switching back and forth.
Glancing blow by Jeffcoat. He's getting close to landing a couple of big rights. He's gotten there. He's starting to find his distance a little better. Goes for that uppercut. Just narrowly misses as we come up to the final 10 seconds of round number 2. Really seems to me in round number 2 compared to round number 1, Jeffcoat found his footing just a little bit better, seemed a little bit more comfortable there. It started towards the end there, as composed as Hendley's looked through the first 2 rounds, maybe starting to give him a little pause to think about some stuff.
Yeah, Donovan's starting to realize he has the range advantage pretty significantly in the strikes. When he starts to use that jab cross combo and use those long kicks, it's starting to chip away at Hendley's defense.
You mentioned the reach advantage. It's a nearly 4.5 inches to be exact, that Donovan has over Brandon Hendley as we go to the Project Filter replay. Brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when, we'll show you how. And again, as you see, Shino, a lot of that feeling out and then getting there and kind of seeing what you can make happen.
Yeah, so notice how Hendley here is southpaw and Jeffcoat is orthodox, and how Hendley touches his hand. That is such a mere stance thing to do right here, where he touches the hand and it makes Jeffcoat unsure of his range.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. Referee Mike Mickelson giving a little talking to Donovan Jeffcoat there for, wouldn't really call it an incident, but something we saw towards the latter half of round number 2 there. Both gentlemen getting their final instructions as we head into the 3rd and final round between Brandon Hendley and Donovan Jeffcoat. 2 heavyweights putting it all on the line tonight. Fast action. Hendley gets in there with a right and a little bit of an uppercut. Goes for a right leg kick. Another right leg kick. Jeffcoat responds back with a right leg kick of his own.
Jeffcoat needs to maybe time his shots with some punches. I know that was a very good
Jeffcoat
timing.
pushing Hendley back to the cage.
That was great timing.
He's really taken away and neutralized that distance at this point. He's going to put his weight on him and try to wear him down.
Going for a takedown, comes with a right.
Oh.
Both men pressed against the cage, swinging wildly, glancing blows by both. 45 seconds into this 3rd and final round.
I love the big boys.
It definitely seems at this point, they know this is the final round. Both of them want the finish. They don't want this one to go to the judges.
They certainly don't. Donovan needs to keep his hands up. They're starting to get low as he gets tired and he gets a little desperate. Brandon is doing a great job just staying in where he wants to be and staying in that pocket. But Jeffcoat's not backing down.
Yeah, Jeffcoat's been going forward this entire time. I love that he's throwing some hard shots. I wish he would put something in front of those hard shots to get him in range more, because he just keeps stumbling forward.
Absolutely. If I'm in his corner, I'm telling him, let Hendley come in, draw him into your range, and then use that jab to set up that big right hand.
Right.
Crowd coming alive there just about a minute ago for Brandon Hendley. We're back to a little bit of a feeling out process as we have just 70 seconds left in this fight. The question, is this one going to go the distance? Will we see a finish in this one?
Jeffcoat, only 21 years old. He's a gamer.
Both of them shown some serious game tonight.
Yes, for sure.
Jeffcoat coming in there with a right. Both fighters, for the most part, we've seen a lot of glancing blows, a few good connects. As you can see, the damage on Jeffcoat cut in a couple of different places by Hendley.
Hendley's striking is so smooth. I'm happy for him that he did those kickboxing fights because I think it helped him a lot.
We are coming up to the final 30 seconds between the two heavyweights. You can expect the action to pick up in these last few seconds once they hear the clap of the sticks for that final 10 seconds. Stand back and enjoy this one. It's about to get exciting. A big right coming there from Hendley. Going for a little bit of a Superman punch. Connects with a spinning back fist. Appeared to rock Jeffcoat there for just a second. Oh, good duck there by Jeffcoat as Hendley goes for the spinning kick. Smiles by both. Hugs at the ends. We didn't get the finish. It is going to the judges, but an exciting fight between two big men in the Front Street Fights cage tonight.
That was so fun. Freaking, when do you see big guys spin? Ever?
No.
Yeah, never.
Generally never.
That was so good.
Great action tonight between both of these fighters tonight. And as you mentioned, I believe both of these fighters have had 4 fights this year. Or at least Jeffcoat has had 4 fights this year.
This is actually Hendley's first MMA fight back in 2.
And we're going back to the Project Filter replay brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when. We'll show you how. And again, we saw the spinning kicks. we saw a lot of spins by the big men tonight.
Yeah, I thought that Hendley's striking looked so crispy. You can tell that he really is understanding range. And I think that's something that you acquire as you keep fighting. But he showed it tonight.
In this